1/4 mile, turn left onto I-5 towards Seattle.
Excuse me.
Turn left onto I-5 towards Seattle.
Come on. Oh, now you're going to go? Okay.
In 3 miles, keep right onto I-5.
Why is driving such a difficult task for you to do? Miles an hour is a dangerous speed on this highway. Lord.
Way station ahead. Take exit 142A on the right, onto Washington 18 toward Auburn.
Yes, I could have. I didn't. I'm not responsible for properly merging on the highway. That's your job. You live here. How many times do you travel this road every week? 4, 5, 10 times a week? How many? Well, 5 days a week. So every single week, 50 weeks out of the year pretty much, you come up this road at this merge 250 times a year, minimum. Right? Well, yeah. I lived in Bremerton for 1 year in 1979.
In a quarter
I was 8
mile,
years old.
keep right onto I-5.
The only time I ever come to Tacoma, Seattle area is for work. Not doing what I'm doing here. Yet I can merge, but these people can't. Lord, I don't get it. Well, good morning, or depending where you are, afternoon, evening, whatever. Mr. Scott. All right, we are just at about 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. We are on I-5 here in between Tacoma and Seattle. This morning we left Ellensburg. We left the pilot out in Ellensburg this morning. Drove in here to the Port of Tacoma. We picked up a little John Deere 6R 195. And we're taking this out to Moses Lake here in Washington State. So basically it's a 395-mile day. Drove in, picked up our thing. It only took about an hour to get loaded, and even to get over to the Loves around the corner, get something to drink, get a little quick bite to eat, blah, blah, blah. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now we got about 190 plus miles back out to Moses Lake, where we'll make this delivery at an RDO equipment. Now, when I came in, I went down Washington 18, over Tiger Mountain, past through Auburn. Just cut the corners. But right there at I-90, where I-15, where Washington 18 breaks off and goes south, right there's a whole lot of construction going on there. It's a bit narrow. There's a lot of traffic backed up there. And an hour and a half is not enough time for that really to clear out, given the way that road is all the time. So we're not going back that way. We're taking I-5 up here. We're going to head up here to a little area called Tukwila. We're going to shoot over to the east, over to Renton. That'll be the 405. We're going to go all the way up to I-90. Then we'll go east on I-90. Yes, it's a bit further to go, but a lot less traffic. It's not so narrow. We're going to have less chance of somebody hitting me or me trying to get away from somebody so I don't hit them and wind up hitting a Jersey wall or a sign or something else. It's not worth the aggravation to save a few miles. Plus, like I said, being that it's backed up, it's just going to take more time. So we're not doing that. We'll go a little bit further, but we're also going to go a little faster. Like I said, wide open road. We got plenty of room on the shoulders. Well, except for up here. I mean, there's something up here. There's some flashing lights. Yeah, I think I'll move over here a lane here as soon as this pumper truck, this concrete truck gets around us. He's losing paper out of that bag that's fluttering in the wind. I don't know what that was, but it looked like a piece of paper. Well, they're off there, but you never know what's going to happen. Better to get over and be safe. So yesterday, we made our delivery nice and safe and sound over in Sunnyside, Washington, right off of I-82. I went up to the, I went about 12, 15 miles down the road, eastbound, over to the Loves at Prosser. I stayed over there, I know, around 4 hours. Yeah, about almost 4 hours I was over there. Had a quick shower. Unfortunately, so, I got my load kind of late in the afternoon, around 3 o'clock. So, I wanted to get a little bit closer to Tacoma. Because why drive an extra 80 miles when I had time yesterday to do it? So I drove 85 miles up to Ellensburg, parked there for the night. Now, whether or not that was a great idea, I don't know. But as I'm pulling, I got off the I-90 and I get off of the ramp and I start making that turn, through the roundabout into the truck stop. I had a state patrolman, a state trooper, had his lights on behind me. I didn't know what, I didn't know if it was for me or for somebody else. I don't know. But I pulled in, pulled over, and I see he's still behind me when I get into the parking lot.
3 miles. Keep right.
Because there really is no other place to get out of the way right there. So I didn't want to be blocking traffic. I didn't want to make it more dangerous for him. So, got in. He said, hey, you're missing a mud flap. You're doing inspection. Well, look, would you prefer me to park the truck in a spot first before we do that, make it safer for you and everybody else? I said, yeah. So backed it into my parking spot, gave him my registrations, my truck and trailer inspection, my driver's license, blah, 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 phone number, all that jazz. And he just did a quick inspection, basically a paperwork inspection. Make sure everything is good and legal, up to date, whatnot. Now just put a comment at the bottom. Mud flap is missing, which is the reason why he saw me and pulled me over. I guess I lost my mud flap somewhere along the way on the passenger side, on the back of the trailer. Okay, but things happen. No violations, no points, no CSA score, none of that jazz. So $20, go inside, buy a mud flap, couple of bolts and nuts, open them up, put the new one on, cut it to a good size, bing, bang, boom, done. So Trooper Lovell, nice guy, professional, personable, what you want in a police officer. I'm happy with that, he's happy with that, no problems. And of course I scan that in, send that to my safety department. Everybody's happy with that.
Speed limit reduced ahead. Speed limit reduced ahead.
So got that done yesterday while it was still light out. Like I said, today, got up, got going, got to the port of Tacoma on the EB1. What do they call it? East Blair, I believe it's called, Blair.
In a quarter mile, keep right onto I-5.
Now it's been, dang it. I got up on the wrong thing here.
Keep right onto I-5.
Oh well.
Speed limit reduced ahead.
Alright, we got to go down here a little bit, turn around, whatever. But, like I said, we're loaded, we're safe, we're everything's chained down, flagged up. We have a 30-day permit for oversize here in Washington, so I don't need to wait for a permit. We're 10 foot wide.
Left onto Minkler Boulevard.
We're legal height, we're legal weight, we're legal length. We just got, these axle extensions that make it 10 foot wide. I mean, otherwise it would be a legal load,
Turn at the first left onto Minkler Boulevard. Speed limit reduced ahead.
Yeah, look at that. Well, we'll get out to Moses Lake
In
around
a quarter
2:30 at the
mile, turn
latest.
left onto South 180th Street. Turn left onto South 180th Street.
Then we'll our next stop, we'll stop by the the TA there at North Bend. Then it's up and over Snoqualmie. Then just straight out 90. So it's fairly easy. Easy day to day, just one little tractor and this is kind of this is pretty close to being a shag load, I mean, 200 miles to pick up and deliver. It's pretty much, pretty close to being a shag load. This is a local type load.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto West Valley Highway.
Why were you in the turning lane? Knucklehead.
Turn left onto West Valley Highway.
Not rushing because there's no other load available at the moment. So, this little, day load. I mean, 200 miles to come pick up, 200 miles to deliver. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, well, as much as I'm not a big fan of the Seattle-Tacoma area, and it's all right, man. I lived in Bremerton for a year in 1979. I mean, it's not. I mean, the climate is pretty decent. But like most things, it's the policies and government that they put in here that really screwed up. Right here, I've looked to this building right here before. Long time ago. Long time ago. Let's get over. We need to go west before we can go east. Ready bag. I have no idea what they're. Delivered at that Caterpillar right there. The left one before. Now, given my choice, would I rather come up here or be anywhere in California? Of course, I would rather come up here. I mean, the government is about the same. You know, they're just not as crazy.
Mile, turn left onto I-405 toward Bellevue.
But they're on their way. I mean, they're slightly more free here in Washington than they are in
Turn
California.
left onto I-405 toward Bellevue.
But they like their craziness as well. Like I said, we'll get out here to Moses Lake. There's a pretty decent independent truck stop right there at Moses Lake. And I've stayed there before. Well, a couple times, I think, if I remember right. I don't remember if they have laundry or not. I mean, hopefully they do. Because I need laundry bad. But like I said, we'll get this job done today. Then, like I said, hopefully they find something, like I said, all the way back east, preferably. You know, good 2,500 miles to deliver on Tuesday. And then something after that, another 2,000 miles to deliver the following Monday. So 180 miles out to Moses Lake. Like I said, 2:30. I'm going to assume that's pretty much going to be my day. Huawei, how you doing? I guess you're winding down for the evening. Tacoma, Washington, Seattle, Washington. We got a simple little John Deere tractor. We're taking from the port of Tacoma. I believe this John Deere tractor was built in Japan. I'm not too sure. I have to look at the paperwork on it. But it came off a boat, got it to the port, we picked it up. Now it's just a question of getting it out here to Moses Lake. You know, about 180 miles or so to the, well, 170 miles really to the west of Tacoma. we will, I said, it's going to be a short, not a real difficult day today. And a pretty great thing, doesn't even weigh 20,000 pounds. The only thing that makes it an oversized load is it's 10 foot wide. An axle rod coming out of each side of the main drive tires, where you attach a set of dual tires to. That's the only thing that makes it a wide load. Otherwise, I mean, it's pretty easy, simple little tractor. I don't know what's going on up here in front of us, but apparently we got to slow down for some goofy reason. Now off to our left here, to the west, there's a lot of Boeing aircraft stuff that goes on right here. Manufacturing and whatnot. There's a huge building, or several buildings right here off to the right off the left-hand side. And of course, like I said, just south of us, you have the Port of Tacoma. A lot of Hyundai cars, Genesis cars, come through that port. Oh well. I guess we're going to be looking a little bit closer to 2:30, 3 o'clock with traffic like this. Just got to try to be first, don't we there? I guess people got afraid of the old Jersey wall and had to slam on the brakes. Yeah, well. But, easy kind of day, not rushing. We're going to get up here in about 5 miles. We'll get onto I-90, heading eastbound. We got to go up and over Snoqualmie Pass, right next to Snoqualmie Mountain. Oh, pardon me. Excuse me. Then we head back out past Ellensburg, or Cle Elum, Ellensburg, now on out to Moses Lake. I said there's a pretty decent truck stop there that's kind of a mom and pop. Probably stopping there for the night because I'm anticipating having to come back to the port tomorrow. I don't know if I am, but that's what I'm anticipating. We will see. There's nothing we can do to change it or prevent it. A load's a load, so it doesn't really matter either way. And as long as I ain't running back down to California. Okay, up ahead here, you see some of the skyline. That's going to be Bellevue. Slightly to the left of that is Mercer Island. And then on the other side of that, a little bit further to the left of that, to the west, is downtown Seattle. Like I said, I lived here in Bremerton, which is even 3 times further west than what Seattle is to us right now. I lived out there for about a year, like 1979. It was okay as an 8-year-old, but coming back to it after all these years, back to this area, it's like, okay, it's not bad, it's not great, it's just eh.
In 3 miles, take exit 11 on the right, onto I-90 towards Spokane.
If they'll let me get there. Boring kind of day. I think we'll be done early enough today that I can make a fairly decent dinner tonight. A little bit more creative in my cooking process. Other than that, there really isn't a whole heck of a lot to see or do or say. on I-90 here, so this nonsense will smooth out a little bit. Exit 11. Here's what we got. I need to be over in this lane, I think. Yeah, I think we're...
Speed limit reduced ahead.
Yeah, stupid little car there trying to go around that truck there. No, slow down. You're not the only one needs the highway. That oversized load there on that truck needs a little bit more room to maneuver.
In a quarter mile, take exit 11 on the right, onto I-90 towards Spokane. Take the first exit on the right, onto I-90.
Another 171 miles to go. Like I said, we stopped out at North Bend up the Pilot, or not the, up the TA, I mean.
Bear right onto I-90 towards Spokane.
Pardon me.
In a quarter mile, keep right onto I-90.
Now basically straight on out to Moses Lake. Get this little tractor off. And that's pretty much going to be the day. When I stop up here at this TA to check my chains and binders, I'm going to send a quick message. My ETA out there is going to be 2:30 Pacific. Which direction you need me to head? Blah, blah, blah. And like I said, I anticipate having to come back to Tacoma, to the port again tomorrow. That's going to be an assumption on my part. And as long as it gets me a load with a 2,000 mile, drive, I won't cry too much about it. Either a Saturday or a Tuesday delivery would be okay. It don't matter. Work is work. That's all we got to worry about. about 22 miles ahead. We do a load check. That'll take us all the way. That'll take us all the way to our delivery. We'll have to do another one. Like they say, easy peasy